Hello, everybody. It's Deanna Durrell, your intuitive relationship coach and spiritual mentor, here with your full moon in Virgo forecast. And this is for March 2023. This month is all about personal power. That's the theme. So it's really about expressing your right to let go and acknowledge your truth while at the same time discerning who and when to share that truth with. So it's about not holding back how you feel, but also reading the room. And a lot of messages, a lot of intuitive downloads may come to you this month, but it's, really just asking yourself, is this just for me or do I need to share it? And the places that it lands, it's going to land really well, and you'll find that your relationships are strengthened. So, specifically for this full moon in Virgo, it happens on March 7th, so on Tuesday. And this is the theme is precision and selfless service. And when it comes to relationships, it's, about this idea that loving somebody and loving yourself has to do with knowing what you want, knowing what you stand for, and also making sure that you're not coming from your ego, but that you're coming from your truth, from your heart, from your intuition, from that higher place of perception. Because, right, this is a sign that can get a little nitpicky, get a little critical, and so we want to stay on the learning side of the sign, which is all about service. How can you be of service to the people in your life while still being of service to yourself, and really striking that delicate balance between self-love and then also giving that energy and that overflow to the people that you care most about and the causes that you care most about. There's also a message here for everybody around your health. So looking at where you need to be more precise with your goals, if you're setting goals for your health, where do you need to not be so vague and really stick to a plan? And if the plan hasn't worked, then let go of wishful thinking and start a new plan. And it's really asking you, what are you going to commit to this month? Because this month is packed with so much potential for manifesting. For those of you that like crystals, the ones that I'm drawn to today are Herkimer diamond, which is really, if you look at it, there's so many different facets to it. It doesn't look the same from any one angle. And that's a message for all of us, right? So this March, especially with this full moon, things are coming to a head, some things coming to light. And if you felt stuck, it might be that you just need to turn it on its head, turn it on its side, and see where else can you look at the situation, come at it from a different perspective, and see solutions that you couldn't see when you were so, rigid in your thinking. And then the other stone is Numite. I recently found out about this stone from my mentor, but if you look at it closely, there's little flecks of gold in the stone, and this is the stone of personal power. So it's a very masculine stone, and for this particular full moon, it's inviting all of us to see, where do you need to be more assertive? Where do you need to stake a claim to what you want when it comes to relationships? Where have you been too accommodating? And knowing that you can't fully be of service to the people in your lives if you're withholding, if you are tolerating, right? So if they want the best version of you, then you have to accept the best by starting with number one, which is being honest with yourself, going back to the drawing board and seeing, is this how I want to be treated? If not, where am I treating myself in that way that is annoying the crap out of me, right? And looking at everybody that you meet this month as a mirror. So if you can't judge anybody, if you can't blame it on anybody, then look back at yourself and see, where can I make adjustments to my reality? And knowing, like Numite is saying, okay, like boss up, it's fine. Whatever happened before is great, but this is really a stone of asserting yourself and knowing that you are powerful and it's safe to be powerful. So let's pull some cards around this. I recently went to downtown Tucson. I can't not show you guys this cap. I'm not a cat girl, but I saw this. I was like, oh, well, maybe I could be a cap girl if there's a unicorn and sparkly in things involved. Um, Thank you, Lindsay. I love it too. I'm just going to keep it on the rest of the video. Let's just do that in the spirit of doing new things. Where was I going with this? Anyway, so the unicorn is about magic, right? And when we're little, I don't know about you, but I was obsessed with unicorns. I had them in duplicate around my bed, like stickers of the same unicorn all around. And it's about remembering your power, right? The horn is all about personal power. And the unicorn is kind of like a cat. You know, even in meditations, if you try to call a unicorn in, they're like, ha, that's great, bitch. Like, I'm going to come on my own time. But when you relax and you focus on loving yourself and loving the people in your life, it's like that unicorn may come into meditation really fast and they may touch you with the horn. I know I may be a little out there for some of you watching this, like, what is she talking about, a unicorn horn? But it's all connected, so stay with me. All right, let's pull some cards for full moon in Virgo. Oh, these are cool. All right. So the theme of the full moon in Virgo, and really this beginning half of the month, is the light dancer. Look at how beautiful that card is. It is all about authenticity. It is about allowing yourself to shine and be seen. So wherever you may feel afraid to shine, wherever you may be afraid for people to see the real you, it's going to invite you to let that fear go. Because the people that would judge you for those parts that you're like, this is the weird side of me, I don't know, like they're not worthy of being in your presence anyway, so why are you worried about it? The light dancer is also about observing yourself, right? Observing your thoughts, your patterns, and not taking them so seriously. It's like, keep it light. It's like, oh, there's that thing again. There's that thought that comes up whenever I feel insecure. That's cute. And just knowing that, okay, this is a part of me, but it's not the whole story. And I don't even have to be that anymore. I have a choice. So, card number 2, the meditation. I want to go here. I don't know where this place is, but I'd like to go. Peace, relief, and sanctuary. So this is kind of the advice for everyone, right, for this full moon. The advice is to find some time over the next 72 hours of whenever you watch this video to get quiet. To go in that space where you feel safe, where you can get some relief from maybe the questions that have been unanswered, the people that are irritating the crap out of you, anything that's on your mind. It's like, okay, just give yourself an allotted time out to process, to feel, and to connect with the deeper part of you that just wants peace. And oftentimes, to find peace, all we have to do is acknowledge how we're feeling and just let go. You don't have to do anything about it. You don't have to figure anything out. But you do have to acknowledge that it's there. The pain comes when we repress it, when we don't express it. And the full moon in Virgo is saying, no, be precise with how you feel. Don't say, I'm all right, when really you're like, I'm so angry. Or if you are so angry, but underneath that is some sadness, right? It's like these conflicting emotions can coexist. I feel really angry and I feel really sad. And it's fine. Okay, and then our last card for additional information. This kind of looks like Merlin to me, minus his hat. Insight. So it's funny, but I have not journaled in like full journaled my usual AM journaling in like 2 days because of personal events going on in my life that were really fun. But this is saying, get back to the writing, get back to the activities that really help you channel your intuition and help you feel like you're in your element, right? And this week is prime for insights. So there may not be a lot happening. Like if you look at your calendar, it may be like there's not a whole lot happening, but there's so much happening on the inside. So if that's you, if you have a lighter week, don't judge it. Give yourself that space. Or if you're watching this and you're like, Deanna, you're on crack. I have a full week. I don't know how I'm going to get through it. Find time to get quiet because it will serve your relationships across the board. Now, having said that, the window for the full moons is usually 3 to 5 days. So it happens tomorrow, the 7th. So between the 7th and the 10th are your most potent times if you wanted to, write anything that you're grateful for. Full moons are about release, it's about completion, something is completed. Emotions may be at their highest, right? So acknowledging that. It's not the best time to bring new things in. So a lot of people write intentions for the new things they're calling in, and I'm like, it doesn't have the same oomph that it does on a new moon, which, just for your reference, is the 21st. So think about the things that you're grateful for, even if they haven't happened yet. Write them in present time language. And if you need a recommendation for rituals or for the language for these intentions, I highly recommend a book called Power Wish. I suggest it to all my private clients, and I notice when I do it with the language that's in that book, it seems to manifest quicker. I don't know why. But anyways, that is your full moon in Virgo. I would love to hear from you. What is one thing that you are grateful for? One thing that has completed? And just, are you willing to give yourself the space over the next few days to just feel without judgment, without needing to correct anything? And allow your intuition, allow the universe to show you how loved you are. If you enjoyed this, as I'm losing my voice, please share it with a friend. Invite them to the group. If you're seeing this on YouTube, subscribe to my channel. And I'll talk to you soon. Be magical. You are a unicorn. I'll talk to you later.